I saw a guy spike a girl's drink at my bar, so I switched the glasses when he wasn't looking. I see everything from behind the bar. 13 years slinging drinks in downtown nightclubs teaches you to read people faster than any psychology degree ever could. The happy drunks, the sad drunks, the couples pretending they're not fighting, the guys who tip big to impress dates they'll never see again, and the predators. He walked in around 11. Expensive suit, gold watch, the kind of confidence that crosses the line into aggression. He zeroed in on a girl at the corner of the bar within minutes. Blonde, maybe 23, nursing a Blue Lagoon and clearly waiting for friends who were running late. She wasn't interested. I could tell from 20 feet away. The polite smile that never reached her eyes, the way she angled her body toward the door, the short answers, every signal a decent person would recognize as, "Please leave me alone." He didn't care. He bought her another drink she didn't ask for. He leaned closer every time she leaned away. He touched her arm when she laughed nervously at something that wasn't funny. Classic. Around 11:30, she excused herself to the restroom, probably to text her friends and beg them to hurry. The moment she disappeared around the corner, his whole demeanor changed. He glanced left, glanced right, checked over his shoulder. I was 15 feet away, wiping down a pint glass, watching his reflection in the mirror behind the top shelf liquor bottles. He reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a small plastic baggie, opened it under the bar, tipped a pinch of white powder into her Blue Lagoon, stirred it with his finger, slipped the baggie back into his pocket. The whole thing took 4 seconds. My blood turned to ice, then immediately to fire. I've worked in this industry long enough to know that calling him out would accomplish nothing. He'd deny it. She'd doubt herself. He'd walk out and try again somewhere else tomorrow night. Guys like him always do. So I made a different choice. I grabbed a stack of cocktail napkins and walked over casually. "Refill on napkins? How's everything tasting tonight?" He barely looked at me. "Fine." His phone buzzed and he glanced down at the screen, typing a quick response. 1 second. That's all I needed. Before I started bartending, I spent 6 years doing close-up magic at corporate events. Card tricks, coin vanishes, sleight of hand so smooth audiences swore I was actually supernatural. I never thought I'd use those skills to save someone's life. His gin and tonic, her Blue Lagoon, both in similar highball glasses, both pale enough in the dim club lighting to pass for each other if you weren't paying close attention. Switch, slide, replace, done before his eyes lifted from his phone. I walked back to my station, heart pounding, face perfectly neutral. She came back 2 minutes later. He smiled that greasy smile, all charm and malice. "Missed you," he said. She gave him that polite smile again. "Just checking on my friends. They're almost here." He lifted his glass. "Well, until they arrive. Cheers to us." She raised her glass and took a small, polite sip. He threw his back. The whole thing, one long gulp. I stood behind the bar, arms crossed, watching him like a scientist observing an experiment. 3, 2, 1. 5 minutes later, his words started slurring. His eyes went glassy. He tried to stand up and his legs buckled. Then his eyes rolled back completely, and he face planted directly onto the bar top, out cold. The girl screamed and jumped backward. "Oh my God! Is he okay? What happened?" I walked over slowly, leaned down, checked his pulse, still breathing. Then I looked her directly in the eyes. "He just drank the roofie he put in your drink while you were in the bathroom." I switched the glasses. Her face went through about 6 emotions in 2 seconds. Confusion, disbelief, horror, relief, rage, gratitude. I'd already signaled the bouncers. They materialized like shadows, grabbing him under the arms. "Cops are on the way," I told them. "Check his jacket pocket. Small plastic baggie. That's the evidence." They dragged him toward the back office. His expensive shoes scraped against the floor the whole way. The girl was shaking, tears streaming down her face. Her friends burst through the front door 30 seconds later, confused by the chaos. I poured her a glass of water. "On the house. You're safe," I said. "But from now on, never let your drink out of your sight. Not even for a second." She hugged me over the bar, sobbed into my shoulder. I let her. The police collected him 20 minutes later. He woke up in handcuffs, confused and groggy, experiencing exactly what he'd planned to inflict on someone else. Poetic justice. I see everything from behind this bar, and sometimes what I see gives me the chance to be exactly where I need to be. Watch your drinks.